Lots and lots of other stuff. So we are friends.
Well, I'll tell security not to come.
All right. So quick question on the widgets. I noticed in your demo you hovered over it, the widget expands, you hovered off, the widget goes away. There's no weird close button you have to find. Are you going to maintain that across? Are you going to enforce that?
Yeah, so it depends on the ad unit, right? Because you, to be IAB compliant, you have to provide a close button, right?
Okay.
But we provided that feature that just says if you stop engaging with it and you sort of navigate away, we'll keep your place, but we're not going to force you to close it. We're all about increasing the user value within that experience. So we're focused on things that make it display more fun and more interesting.
So the accidental rollover user doesn't get penalized, basically.
Right.
Great. Moses.
I thought this was really compelling. I look at some examples. I feel like I can articulate what you guys do. A couple things. One, I think names matter. I thought your company name makes me think of content management, and you do nothing like that. You're actually kind of fun and interesting. I love your tagline, and I almost feel like you should get a name that's more representative or causes me to think about what you guys do, which is you help you monetize the site better.
Yeah.
The thing I noticed is that there's a lot to do in a small space in these ads, and you're competing. User attention is competing with the site itself. How do you get over that? How do you convince the site to put this on when you were spending much more time in that music thing than on skateboard.com, which to skateboard.com could be a problem.
Yeah. So there, I think in general display performance is on the decline. And as a result, publishers are paying a price for that as well, right? So they see their CPM rates dropping as well. So what we're looking to do is increase the engagement within that environment. And it's really a win-win for both parties. So we're trying to engage the user in the brand that's paying for that space, but also not force them to leave the page they're on to have some sort of an experience with that brand. So so far we haven't had any issues with any publishers around that. But that question has been posed before, so it's a good question. I don't know if I've answered it sufficiently.
My thing is, what is the most sort of believable case? You showed Hoover's site buying shoes, which seemed like a real disconnect. Like I'm looking for financial information, the likelihood I'm going to have an aha moment and start buying shoes seems kind of rare. So do you need targeting, specific targeting to the website, and how do you do that?
That's a good question. What we do is so we're not in the business of buying ad space. So our customers are already buying display, and they're using a network or a third party to make that media buy. It could be an agency, could be a network that they work directly with. We're going to leverage that network to optimize the content in the ad itself, but we really don't drive where it goes. Does that make sense?
So your widget could be an ad type. So if I'm a syndicated ad network on Hoover's, I could get targeting information because maybe you're looking up Nordstrom's on stock ticker, and you do get the overstock shoe thing, and that just gets returned as a standard ad.
Yes. Yeah, so it runs as a standard ad. It can be expandable, but we also have it just IAB compliant, iframe functioning banners where we just don't give as much content in that window. We're limited as to how much we can do there, but it's same net effect.
My final question is, why did you bet on Air, given that it has no users right now?
I have that question too.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to promote certain technology. What was your thought process that landed you on Air?
So we landed on Air because it was really the first platform that was available for us to develop on and distribute on. It felt like a good bet because Adobe's had great success with Flash. It's the same type of application where we don't necessarily want to be tied to any one platform, and since Air functions well on both Mac environments and on the PC, we felt like it was a good, safe bet. That said, we're looking forward to integrating with Google Gears as well. So we believe that being able to provide the user...
You should have said Google Gears and Silverlight.
And Silverlight. So we believe that the user is going to have one of 3 or 4 platforms for running a web top application, and we want to make sure that we leverage that so in an effort to overcome the barriers of adoption, right? So everybody knows that users tend to be download adverse. So if they have a platform already installed, we're going to make it almost instantaneous for them to get the widget. Right?
Okay.
Once they have a MediaForge widget for Overstock, they have the platform. So we can distribute Nordstrom's widgets to them.
So I think that Rich Media Advertising Solutions is a great choice. I love the model. I'm already an investor in a company called Rich Relevance, which I have a feeling is in
Yeah.
a competitive space.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great idea, great market. I like it a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
Open for the audience? Anyone want to throw anything in here?
Sorry, just a quick question. Again, you're leaning more towards smaller number of large partners as the success model or self-service?
Yeah, we're moving towards self-service, but we believe that our greatest value is with lifestyle brands and e-commerce companies who have a loyal user basis. That's the segment we're trying to get. We're not trying to get all 10 million of Overstock hits this month. We're just trying to get a couple thousand of them and to really leverage that.
Start large, direct sales, move down,
Yeah.
scale opportunities.
And I think our channels are probably the most valuable to us. So ad networks, portals, ad agencies, the people who are already gathering the behavioral data. So I watched your presentation, I think we should be working with that guy because it's all about optimizing what you serve to the user in that environment. The behavioral targeting is key. We're providing technology that allows you to do a better job of it.
Great. Well,
Good.
well done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.